outside the City West Hotel in Dublin, where they've just issued a Section 8 order under Public Order Act. We have patriots, Irish patriots behind us with the Irish flag, as the police is going to keep moving them on.
They're drinking alcohol, they're smoking drugs in the village, in the little square facing the Jacobs pub. This is what we're faced with every day. Drug paraphernalia on the streets. This is not exaggeration. I have no need to be out here. I have a young child at home. None of these mothers or parents that are here. This is our reality. This is our lives now. And now a young girl, 10 years old, allegedly, according to the media, 10 years old, sexually assaulted on these grounds. We've been saying this. There's been people protesting about this for a long time. We've been here consistently. We've begged our government, we've begged our TDs, we've appealed to Jim O'Callaghan directly because we could see this was going to happen. You can see when the young girls are walking through the village, the guys from this centre, ogling the girls walking by.
There's a gymnasium here, isn't there? There's a public gym.
Gymnasium right here, and there's young girls going in and out of the gym here also.
Yeah, you see them all the time.
All the time.
Yeah. And what could go wrong possibly? A recipe for disaster.
It's all, our worst nightmares are already happening.
Yeah.
Ireland is angry, and with good reason. Over the past week, protests erupted outside a migrant hotel near Dublin after reports of a sexual assault involving a young girl, a 10-year-old little girl. The Irish people are fed up, and they are rightly so. They are tired, and finally, they have taken to the streets to protest this evil. For the Irish, this incident was more than another grave case. It was more about a system that is completely broken, a system that is completely rigged against the natives of the land, against them, the Irish, a system that prioritizes political optics over public safety and common sense. Take a listen.
Mr. Levant here at Pearson Airport. As you can see, I'm about to hop on a plane and fly overnight to Dublin, Ireland. The most atrocious thing has happened. The worst thing in the world, the worst thing imaginable has happened in Dublin. A 10-year-old girl went missing from state care. And then she shows up and she's been raped, allegedly by a migrant staying at a government migrant hotel in Dublin, Ireland.
A 10-year-old child was raped on these grounds this morning. What do we want? Come on, Andrew.
The government bought a massive hotel called City West, the largest hotel in Ireland. They paid 150 million euros for it. That's like $250 million in Canada. It's a massive place, but they shut it down as a hotel and turned it into an urban refugee camp. 2,000 people, mainly single military-aged migrant men, most of whom threw their ID into the water before they came aboard. They're fake refugees. But more than that, they're violent. The crime rate of these men staying at this urban refugee camp are enormous. And it's not like a prison. The men are allowed out every day. Now, first of all, they're given a roof over their head and 3 meals a day, more than a lot of Irish homeless get. But they mill around by day. They go hang out in parks, they get drunk, they harass people on the street, they sit in the schoolyards of primary schools. It was only a matter of time before something horrific like this happened. Understand, this migrant hotel is right in the heart of Dublin. It's not in a faraway place, it's not on some island, and it is not enclosed by a prison wall. These men go into the community every day, 2,000 of them. Imagine a 2,000-man city planted in the heart of Dublin. The rage in Ireland is palpable online.
Rapism! Rapism!
That is so pathetic.
Rapism is got to go! Rapism is got to go!
We're flying overnight. We want to go and talk to the locals about this. How did this happen? Will it happen again? Will police and politicians ever take this seriously? Is this the tipping point, or will Ireland continue to be a mass immigration country? all the main political parties and all the regime media are fully in support of mass immigration. Ireland has a faster mass immigration program than anywhere else in the world. Maybe Canada has it worse, but in Ireland it's more shocking because it's happened so suddenly. I want to cover what's going on, and I want to give people the other side of the story, not the state broadcaster RTE, not the politicians who cover it up. I want to talk to grassroots Irish people who have been warning about this. I'm flying overnight with our cameraman Lincoln J. We'll land in the morning. We'll go straight to the City West Hotel. There is also going to be a protest at 7:30 p.m. Irish time. That's 2:30 p.m. East Coast North America time.
This is disgusting. This is just plain horrible. I mean, for how long is the Irish government going to sit by and let their country disintegrate? For how long? This Irish government is busy funding the lives of migrants while native children keep getting raped and abused by the same migrants. What sort of nonsense is this? In Ireland today, guys, you have working class families who have played by the rules all their lives, who have paid their taxes, followed the laws, and still they cannot get a mortgage. Young couples couch surfing because there are no rentals left, and then they turn on the news and they see entire hotels, some of the best, nicest hotels in their towns, taken off the market to house asylum seekers under ridiculous government contracts. So these protests they are doing is not about any kind of hatred at all, guys. They are asking for fairness, okay? Fairness from their so-called government. How is it that a government can find the funds to accommodate thousands of newcomers at full board, okay? But somehow they can't find the solution for its own citizens sleeping rough in doorways. The Irish political class speaks endlessly about inclusivity and solidarity, yet shows very little solidarity with the people who own the country and who built the country in the first place. Irish citizens are being told to tighten their belts while their own towns are transformed without consultation. And then when they ask questions, they are branded extremists. I remember coming across a particular video where one Irish female kid was talking about how she feels extremely unsafe in her own neighborhood and how she can no longer go to school without her older brother acting as her bodyguard, walking her to school and back from school because there was a huge hotel in her area that has been transformed into a migrant center, and her neighborhood is no longer safe for her to navigate alone.
Hi everyone, my name's Caden and I'm 15 years old. I'm a bit late because I have to travel to a different county to training now because there's no buildings free in town for our boxing club. I'm here to give my perspective on the IPAS centres and the unvetted moving into my town, my home. I've lived in Blaney my whole life and always praised my town for the spirit and community. As a young person, especially a young girl, I feel more unsafe now than ever. I go to school in Monaghan, which means I get the bus every day, but after a few scary encounters, I can't even walk alone to the bus anymore. Every morning, either my mum just after a night shift or my dad dragging my brother out of bed, one of them has to walk me to the bus. As I walk through what is now known among the young ones as the dodgiest part of Blaney, most of you will know what part I mean, this is so embarrassing as a 15-year-old. I crave freedom. Going for a run with my mum meters behind me in the car because it's not safe is unacceptable. It's only going to get worse if there are more IPAS centres in Blaney. I've had a knot in my stomach since the Glencairn has been closed thinking, is this going to be an IPAS centre? I'm not against the ones who flee, but who's looking out for me?
This is just horrible, and nobody should be made to live like this. It is said that when you import the third world, you become the third world. Lovely Ireland, beautiful country, great nation, but the cancer of diversity is about to destroy this once lovable country. And I hate to see that happen, guys. I really do. The fact that these Irish children are now at a greater risk of being sexually assaulted, the fact that the women can no longer have peace of mind as they walk the streets of their country, the fact that the parents have to, worry for their female kids on a daily basis is a disappointing sign that Ireland is changing for the worse. This little girl of 10-year-old was violated because the Irish government sanctioned certain conditions that led to her rape. The government cared more about the feelings of the outsiders more than they cared about the safety of their little ones. It is a disappointing thing to witness, and I hope the Irish people never allow this evil to continue. I fully support the protest. I support the Irish people demanding for a clear investigation of this particular incident, and I hope they push back against this unadulterated influx of so-called migrants into their native land. I hope they demand that the well-being of the Irish people come before that of the so-called newcomers, okay? Irish children's lives matter. Make Ireland great again. Poor baby. She was raped by somebody who was not even supposed to be in her country in the first place. I hope she can recover from this. But the truth is, she's gonna bear the scars of this horror forever. That is just the truth. Now, if you don't want this to be the fate of your loved one, then you must fight against this invasion right now. As always, guys, these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.